welcome everybody, and thanks for joining us here at Doing It with Stiles. Today I got a really special guest. I've got Sam Radcliffe, who is the queen of rock and roll dogs from Vegas Rock Dogs Radio. Sam, thank you.
Thank you for having me, John.
It's my pleasure.
I love coming here to see
I
you.
love having you here. So today our show is about Australia, which is why I invited Sam, because I've got we have some contributors from Melbourne, Australia.
John, I'm not Australian.
What?
I'm not Australian.
But you have an accent.
I know I do, but I'm not Australian.
Well, what are you then?
I'm English.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're the same queen, maybe.
Yeah, the same queen. Okay, there you go. That works.
I can sort of be an expert.
That'll work. Okay, all right. Well, wow. Okay, so one of these days I'll have to do a show on Great Britain and have an Australian.
And have an Australian come in. I think that's a really good idea.
Okay. So the reason for the show today is, as I said, we have some contributors on the website. They send me videos of some little skits that they've done, and that is Stella Down Under and Wild Wolf. And they are a couple of friends from Australia. I've known them for a few years now. And I've been getting some inquiries about Australia and want to know a little bit more about Stella and Wild Wolf. And so I thought, well, this would be a good time to basically interview them and ask some questions. So I'm going to jump right into this. And this one came from, this is Kansas City, Missouri. I thought it was Kansas City, but I thought it was Kansas, but it's Kansas City, Missouri. And the question is, Vegemite. What the hell? What the hell is Vegemite? And you guys really eat that stuff?
I know about Vegemite.
Yeah?
It can be a bit polarizing, but I like Vegemite.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
It's strong.
I
think it's an acquired. It is very, very strong.
It's
and
intense.
a tiny, tiny bit.
Tiny bit. That jar will last you for 10 years.
Well, maybe that's it. It's spoiled.
Some people feel like it doesn't taste very nice.
Guys, what's up with that? You know, I mean, is it something that, is that, we hear stuff about different countries in the world, and sometimes we don't know if it's BS or true or whatever. So what is it with Vegemite? Can you tell us about that?
Well, hello, John.
Hello, John and Samantha. Vegemite. We have it for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it puts a rose in every cheek. So, you never leave home without it, do you, Wild Wolf?
I, myself, take it everywhere. Everywhere I go, I take Vegemite.
So if you want to be a real Aussie bogan, you eat Vegemite.
As you've seen on that toast, that's how we have it. So, Vegemite.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. All right. Okay. Oh, I like this one too. This one is from Mississippi. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Crocodile Dundee. Is Crocodile Dundee really Australian, and are there really people like that in Australia?
He's kind of a caricature.
Yeah, but now here's something you may or may not know. You probably know it because we've had some other discussions like this. Paul Hogan used to have series in Australia.
Right.
And it was kind of like Benny Hill, an Australian Benny Hill.
Really?
And he played a number of different characters, and one was like a skateboarder, and I watched that before Crocodile Dundee. I remember seeing that, and one of the characters that he played, I'll never forget this. He was making toast.
Oh yeah.
And he had this nail on the wall. Take the bread and he would slap it on the nail to stick it on the wall, and then he had this blowtorch and he would go
and he would burn
and then he would turn it over the other side and he would spread Vegemite on the bread. So I just remember that. So tell us about Crocodile Dundee and how do the people in Australia feel about that? Maybe before their time, you know.
It could be. I know I've not seen it before that show.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, no, you've seen Crocodile Dundee.
I've seen not the show that you were talking
right,
about.
Right, no, but you know Crocodile.
Yeah, I do know Crocodile Dundee, yeah.
You call that a knife? This is a knife, yeah.
Yes.
Favorite lines, okay.
Wow, Paul Hogan. Well, I was just a kid, and I was, about 14 years old when the Paul Hogan show was out, but Crocodile Dundee, there's a crocodile hunter in every corner in Australia if you go around. And, you know, once they kill a crocodile, they put a shrimp on the barbie. And Paul Hogan, the Paul Hogan show, he was like a really handsome bogan at the time, and we were all in love with him. And it was very funny.
I wasn't.
I was in love with you. He was in love with Delvin Delaney.
I think John was too. I think John.
I think you were too, John, with Delvin Delaney.
But there is, as Stella said, that there is crocodile hunters everywhere, and mate, they'll jump out and grab you. But one thing, he's real, Paul Hogan. Don't you forget it. He has got.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. He's got a big knife. So,
and it is a big knife.
Don't you forget it, mate. That's Paul Hogan for you. And there you go. That's Paul Hogan for you.
Got it. Oh, this is one of my favorites. As soon as I saw this, yeah, I had that because I've seen some of these pictures. Okay. I've seen a lot of pictures and videos on the internet about the critters in Australia that are really there to kill everybody. One in particular was a huge spider on the wall that looked to be about 6 foot and weigh about 500 pounds. Is that true? Do all of the critters and insects and stuff in Australia, I mean, I got crocodiles.
They do. It just seems that warmer climates, all the creatures seem to be bigger. And the insects need to be bigger.
You're right.
So,
well,
I don't know about 500 pounds, but...
I do remember in Vietnam that we had some rats that were bigger than poodles.
Really?
Huge things, man. You saw those coming and you just, you know,
Should've.
Thank God I had a flamethrower. So, 500-pound spiders, 6 foot? I mean, I've seen some pictures of some pretty big spiders. Are those real? Is that really what's going on there?
Well, Samantha, you are right about the critters. They are bigger in the warmer climate, and Craig has seen some big spiders, wolf spiders up far north Queensland. Tell them about them.
Well, they're not 500 pounds.
They're 700 pounds.
No, this guy must have been had a few too many, you know. But I've seen them about this big up there, but they're big. Yeah, but a lot of the animals up in Daintree are a bit...
Well, we live in Melbourne, we live near the beach, and we have great white sharks, so we don't swim at the beach.
No,
so we just look at it.
Yeah.
So we don't dare go into the water with the great white sharks.
No, and we don't dare...
And they're pretty big.
Dare to go anywhere near the water.
There's always a surfer that's getting his leg bitten off.
Yep. Chop, chop, chop. Yeah, and far north Queensland.
Cane toads. There's cane toads, and they're big.
They spit poison at you. So there's some couple of scary creatures for you.
But not really here in Melbourne, no.
No.
Cool. Okay, well, into a little nicer part of the flora and fauna in Australia. Kangaroos, are they as cool as we think they are here, or are they just pests for you guys? I mean, because they're all over the place, right?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I've never run into anybody that didn't like kangaroos.
I love kangaroos, baby kangaroos.
Yeah.
They're as cute as a baby goat.
Yeah, okay.
I just love them. They're so cute, but I know they get really big.
Yeah.
Like really big.
And you know, when I was a kid, you saw videos of people boxing with kangaroos.
Yeah,
you know, that pissed me off to begin with because they're an animal and you don't, you know, anyway,
exactly.
never mind. But,
they really do.
But you know what else is cool and cute from Australia, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but off the coast of Melbourne is a little island, I think it's called Penguin Island.
Oh, really?
And they got these little penguins that are about this big.
Oh.
And just the coolest things in the world. I mean, you know.
So there are penguins in warm climates?
Because
well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought that penguins. I was amazed because I always thought that penguins were either from the South Pole or the North Pole.
Right.
You know.
But then these little...
sorry, South Pole, North Pole. Yeah.
But they're little.
Wait, you guys are down under, so it's South Pole, North Pole, right?
I get your poles right, John.
Right. Well, there's a I think it's a meme on the internet, and it's about flat earthers.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is a theory. Now, I think that okay, Australia does not exist
Right.
because it's flat Earth,
Yeah.
right? Australia does not exist, and all the people that you think are from Australia are just actors.
That's so fantastic.
So, what do you, is
That's a
that
lot
true,
of
you
people.
guys?
It's a vast country. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
That's
So-
a lot of actors.
Yeah, well, hey, you know,
That's a big payroll.
that's what I was going to say. You know, at least it's good for the economy, right? Whoever economy, wherever they're shooting the film there, it's pretty cool. So, okay, kangaroos and penguins, yeah.
Cute, I
Yeah.
think.
And Stella sent me a little stuffed penguin about this big
Oh,
a
how
couple years back,
nice.
and she said that's the actual size of the penguins, and
Yes,
they're
they are small
yeah. I was going to
then.
bring him today, but he's out drinking again. He's incorrigible. It's
yeah.
obvious he's from Australia, right?
And lives in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah. When he first got here, I didn't see him for 4 days.
He was
He
on the
just-
strip.
He was gone, man.
Because whatever penguins
I'm
get up
amazed that
to
he
in
found
Vegas
his way. Oh
stays
well,
in
the only
Vegas.
reason he found his way home is because I had that little collar with the tag on him. But anyway,
Okay, well, Wolf, tell us about the boxing kangaroos.
Well, kangaroos in Australia, they go from this size to this size to 7 foot tall.
And they have little baby joeys, and yes, they do go they're all over Australia, and they do sometimes go in the suburban streets and fight. And
Yes.
they're not a pest, no, we love them. They're a national treasure, and they're on our dollar bill,
Yes,
on our money.
yes,
Isn't it, Wild Wolf?
yes, and
And if you want a penguin, they do come out in summer, and John is right. They do come out in the warmer climate, and they come out all year round, but they come out at a certain time at night. Where do they come out from, Wild Wolf?
they're actually, the place is called Phillip Island, John.
Just go to cows.
Cows. And the little penguins just go, what, up the sand, into the beds and go to sleep. That's all you see. Yeah.
And they go in their little houses, and they look like they're having a little tea party.
Yeah.
But they are
Have
actually
a couple
very
of
tiny.
scones and
And they are Australia's penguins. They are our penguins, and they're very tiny. They're not from the South Pole or the North Pole. And if we're all actors in Australia, John and Samantha, we're all on the friggin' dole. We're in a recession, I'm telling you now.
oh my God. Can't you tell we got long hair?
We're all on the dole, trust me. All actors in Australia are on the dole.
Yep.
So we're in a recession. So Australia is, really, really full of actors, I'm sure.
Flat as a pancake. Except for one thing, the rock. Uluru. That's a bit bumpy.
If you want to go there, you'll see plenty of dingoes.
Yeah. Remember I fought them off one day? Oh God, that was hard. So, what else did John ask?
That's it.
this one I like too. This I thought was a good question. I mean, some of these have been kind of, but I thought this was really great. How did you guys meet, Stella, Wild Wolf? How did you guys meet, and what's the story there?
Well,
How did we meet? Well, I was pissed, and so was he.
and it was
And we're still pissed, and we're still together.
it was a shady casino.
It was at a Crown nightclub, and it was called Heat. And I walked in, I looked behind me, and I said, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Craig." I said, "And what do you do?" And he goes, "I work at Neighbours, and I work in Pros." And I go, "What's that?"
Everybody's got good neighbours.
And that's how I started singing in that song.
Yep.
And that's how we met.
Yep. God damn. And it's
And we got pissed the whole night. He had
Yeah.
drink cards, I used him for the drink cards,
Yeah.
so I could get pissed like two bogans.
yeah. And lucky, I had a drink card. This one drank Moe all night. A bogan. Yeah, that's how Stella and I, how we met. End of story.
And now we're drinking Foster's still pissed, that's the only way we can stay together.
Yeah, because we're drunk all the
We're
time.
drunk all the time, yeah.
That's life. Isn't it?
It's all right. Down under.
Are you serious? Okay. Now this question is actually from me. I pretend somebody else, but it was actually from me. And a couple of other people have mentioned it, but I didn't get anybody to write in. Both Stella and Wild Wolf have appeared in an Australian series called Wentworth, which is a prison,
It's
a woman's prison.
fantastic.
You've seen it, right?
I have. And when
Is it awesome?
It's amazing. When I started watching it, I thought, gosh, this looks very much like a show I used to watch when I was younger called Cell Block H. And then I started to realize, I started to do a little Googling, like, wow, it's based on that. What a raw, oh my God, a raw show.
It was
excellent.
very well written.
Yes.
Very well acted.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed it, and I thought the characters in it were very real.
Yes,
And
I
this
think
is
so
this
too.
is one thing, and I think that we've had this conversation before. One of the things I like about television or movies produced in other countries, Australia, and I watch a lot of the BBC America.
Yeah, I know you do.
Is that what does that mean? The actors and actresses in them are people that I could probably know. They
Yes.
they're not all sizzle and flash and pizzazz and
And the ageism is not there.
Right.
You know, you're okay to have wrinkles and play an
Right.
older woman
Yeah.
at your actual age.
Right.
It's not one of those, oh, you're 35, now you must play grandma.
Right,
It's just not that
exactly.
way, and they're more real that way.
right, and they're not all glamour
They're
queens
not.
and
Oh my
and
gosh,
it's
they're
like
not.
you know, they could be my neighbors and
Yeah.
and
And they- and-
speaking of neighbors, that's another show out of
Yes,
Australia that's
I used
great.
to watch that as a kid.
Yeah.
Kylie Minogue was on there
Yep.
as a young girl.
Yes.
Oh, we love Neighbours.
And I believe Stella's in that as well. So.
Oh, really?
Which anyway the question is, so I got sidetracked here. The question is, I pretty much binge watched the first 4 seasons. I think it's 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I think it's 4. When's the next one?
Yes.
Guys, come on.
Everybody hates
You got
to
any
wait.
inside information? I mean, you the whole crew there. Give us some hope here in the U.S. because I know it takes a year or two
Yeah.
before it gets to us or gets to
Currently.
Netflix. You
Yeah,
know.
that's
Thank
right.
God for Netflix because I
Oh.
think the exposure that we get to other cultures through their entertainment.
Through that programming
Yeah.
is brilliant.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
And now there's one called BritBox.
My favorite app.
I thought it would be.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite app.
Right.
And it's got a lot of it is very current right now,
Yeah.
what's happening on TV in Britain, but it's also a lot of the old classic stuff, which I really, really like.
Right.
Stuff I grew up watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a brilliant app. Honestly, it is so good.
I love it. Okay, so Wentworth, you're going to tell us about that, right? Okay, great, thanks.
Well, Samantha and John, Wentworth. Well, Wentworth, you're looking at Prisoner 169, and we're up to season 6 now. I was in the first 4, and yes, it's the Fret's not there anymore, and neither is B. So they've done a big change around, but number 6 is in, and yes, I'm on Neighbours, and so still current, and thank you, Samantha, and for the lovely comments about Neighbours, and we do love England. And have you got any friends like in high places like royalty that you can introduce me to a prince at least, so I can get rid of this bogan?
I went up and Wentworth and I was a bikey friend, Yeah, I was a bikey friend on Wentworth, but as you know, they're changed a bit. And Neighbours, I was on Neighbours with her.
Actually, Wild Wolf worked on Neighbours.
Yeah, I was.
That's how we met, when he worked on Neighbours.
Yeah, I was working behind the scenes on Neighbours.
But Wentworth, John, we're up to season 6, and that will be on, I don't know when, maybe in 2 years. But yeah,
We're watching 6 now.
we're watching 6 now.
So there's a bit of goss. The freak's gone.
The freak's gone.
And
And they won a Logie for the best drama.
Yeah, and Samantha, she's over in England.
She's in England.
Okay, next up, And I'm not going to tell you where all these are from. You don't care. You don't know anyway. You're down there under. Yeah. So. Okay. What other series? This is for Stella and Wild Wolf. What other series have you appeared in, or commercials, or movies, or stuff like that that we might be able to watch? And I think we were discussing earlier. Wild Wolf sent me a commercial that he had appeared in that I thought was just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It was very well done, and it was one of those things that when you watched it and you thought it was going a certain way, and you
Oh.
got to the end, there was a real twist to
Twist
it,
to
and
it.
it was like,
Like, that's clever.
it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I thought you did an awesome job there, Wild Wolf. I mean, I was speechless for a minute, and then I started laughing my ass off. So, nice job, brilliant, way to go. So, what else have what guys done that? Oh, wait! I think they did a Harley commercial too,
Oh, really?
and a beer commercial,
Oh, fabulous.
something like that. Yeah. Oh, Australia for beer, Foster's, right? So,
Foster's.
I hope it was Foster's. Okay. In that same light. What are some of the other Australian series or things that might be on Netflix or that we should look for or try to find that is good? I know you guys got some great programming down there. You probably got some crap too, like we do, but we're not interested in the crap. We just want the good stuff.
Yeah.
And who better to ask than you guys down there?
Okay, yes, so we've both been, Wild Wolf and I have been in the Carlton Draft campaign that went into Cannes Film Festival, which we won a big prestige award for. I've been in all the Cat and Kin comedy series. I've been in the Knowing, Killer, Elite. I could just reel off, but we do care what the fans think, and we do care where the questions come from. We do love you guys for giving us these questions and giving us the opportunity to answer and to get to know us a little bit better. We really do care. Don't listen to John. We do care what you say. We do care, and we do care what John says and Samantha says, and we really do. But Wild Wolf, what have you been in? Go on.
That commercial John was talking about, it was a Thirsty Camel ad. I don't know if you got Thirsty Camel over there, but that was for that one.
It's for alcohol.
Yeah, it's an alcohol ad. Dr. Blake, then that's one of the shows if you get to look at over there. That's a great series.
And The Handmaid's Tale, that should be coming out on Netflix.
Yeah, and as I said, I was on a couple other mini-series in Australia. One of the last movies I was on was Cut Snake with Sullivan.
That's doing the Blind Spot now in America.
Yes.
Now we did Stella in Harley Heaven together. Wild Wolf directed it, and I acted in it, and that's now going all around the world into film festivals. That's been submitted in every film festival in the world at the moment, and it's been going for 10 years.
Yes. So there is Neighbours for Samantha. That's still going around on
The
all
BBC? Yeah.
Yes.
And there are a couple of good ones to look forward to. But we're actually watching a lot of it at the moment. We're watching your show, True Crime Stories, Versace and Westworld. And we're in love with those shows at the moment. So
it's half and half.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
So there was...
And there's Middle Class Bogan we've been in. That's a funny one. I'm not sure if that's coming out on Netflix. And there's Hell's Hose. That's funny. And there was the one with Shane Jacobs about the toilet. About the poo.
Yeah, that's quite funny if you get it.
Kenny.
Kenny.
You know? So, yeah. There you go.
Quite funny. Yeah. So,
Thanks, Wild Wolf.
thanks, Stella.
All right, I'm gonna have to look for that one. Thanks. This one is very important to all of us. Okay, I've gotten a lot of questions about this, and this was probably the most asked question. When are you guys coming to the U.S.? And when will we get a chance to meet you? And you know, we'll have a big party or something like that.
Sounds fun.
So and maybe we can do a GoFundMe or whatever you guys do down under. I don't know how you so. You know, do you have that down there? You guys got the internet, right? Yeah, they do, don't they? Do the wires go all the way down or through the earth or what?
I don't know. I don't know. It's flat.
Oh, that's right. It's flat. It's down there. So, yeah. Well, then it's not far to just go through, right?
To drill
Yeah.
through. Like,
Well, John, Samantha, and all our fans, we would love to come to America and meet all you guys. That's a big dream of ours.
Yeah, certainly.
And Wild Wolf would, you know, yeah, you could do a GoFundMe page if you like, because we are on the dole and we are struggling actors.
As you say.
As you say, you know, we're all actors in Australia, but we would love to come and see all you Yanks and to thank John and this opportunity that he's given us, and to thank you, all you fans. But Craig knows how to get there. How can we get there?
You know what?
With Qantas, the flying?
Jet.
Kangaroo!
Yeah, and you know how we got our internet over to you? We've tied it on the back of the Qantas jet.
Yeah, we haven't got the internet in Australia, so you know everything's backwards.
So we tied a bit of internet cable and flew it over to you guys. So that's the easiest way to do it. So it runs across the ocean, drops in the water, and you've got it.
Yeah, but we would love to
We would
come
love-
as soon as possible. If we get an opportunity, we'd be there, like, you know, with bells on.
Like two chooks in there.
Yeah, but you know, everything's got is divine timing.
Yeah. So,
Thank you so much for wanting us there, because we want to meet you just as bad.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity.
And we can have a really big party, and all our fans can be invited.
Yeah, and we can do the strip, John.
like,
So that was the other thing. Now, when I was younger, I had this question. I don't know if it's true, but since you guys are supposedly kind of on the bottom of the globe, or we call it down under, problem with the blood all rushing to your head because, right? Or are you used to it because you're born down there, so you know your system is used to it.
used to living upside down.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Do you know, it's funny you say that though, but I get lots of questions like that about
Really?
where I'm from. Yes.
Really?
One of the
do you guys live on the ceiling in the UK?
One of the questions that I get is, do you have factories or do you have to make your own clothes? I get that a lot.
Well, it's like we get here. Does everybody work in the casinos?
Well,
You
that's-
guys all live in the hotels?
That's right.
And I had some friends that came here for the first time, and we're amazed. You guys have residential neighborhoods? Holy crap, there's houses and everything?
Crazy.
What do you have Walmart?
I know, isn't that the
Yeah.
funniest thing? We had the same when I worked on cruise ships. Exactly. They fly you in to work.
Right.
Nope. They do not. But yeah, some of those questions are quite funny. But
Yeah.
I quite like that one though, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Everything's upside down in Australia. That's why Wild Wolf was born on his head when he was born.
Still sore.
Yeah, we crawl on our hands and everything in Australia. We are. The blood rushes to our head. Can't you see? Well, I'll wear red lipstick. That's why. Because the blood rushes to my lips.
And I've got a question. Our toilet goes like this.
Goes upside down.
Your toilet must go like this. So you must have a nice clean. John, that's a good question. See how your bowl runs. Does it go this way? Or
Seriously, do we look upside down at the moment?
No.
And
That is your answer.
Next up, people want to know where they can find you on social media, that kind of thing, where they can follow you, send fan mail. The fan mail we might have to screen.
Oh, okay.
Wild Wolf is kind of a little bit of a shady character. He's kind of a tough guy, and we're not quite sure what he's done in the past. He may be, hiding from somebody, or maybe that's why he's in Australia.
Hey, yes.
Yeah.
People do leave to escape their sins.
Yeah. Maybe that's where I need to go.
You're already here. You're in Sin City.
Oh, that's right.
I think this is your town.
Well, I have a friend that used to say, because I'm from New York, that's where I was born,
Right.
and he used to say the only people from New York that are in Las Vegas are the ones in the witness protection program.
Yeah, second chances.
Yeah,
second
so,
chance,
so
last
we're,
chance at life.
we're all here in the witness protection program.
and I am
and-
really Australian,
Yeah.
pretending to be British.
Anyway, Stella Wild Wolf, thanks so much for answering our questions. And really, you're welcome here anytime. When you get ready to come up, let us know. And keep us up to date on what's going on with you guys. And, keep sending the videos that you're sending. Everybody's loving them. And we're looking forward to more exciting stuff from you. And, I forgot, the book signing.
What?
I'm this Saturday. I'm doing a book signing over at Barnes and Noble over on Rainbow and Lake Mead.
You wrote a book?
No. But if you go there and buy a book, I'll be there signing them. So
It'll be sat in that little Starbucks section.
yeah. Any book you buy,
That's
any
where it'll
book, bring
be.
it, drop by my table. I'll sign it for you, and then
I'm like, when did you have time to write a book? That's what I was thinking.
yeah, really. Anyway, thank you all again for joining us, and Sam, thank you again.
Oh, no,
it's
thank
it's
you.
I always love having you
I
here.
love
You're
coming
so
in.
much fun.
We have fun, don't
yes,
we?
we do. And we just don't have to let James know.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know nothing.
No, James is a good man. James is Sam's husband, and he's bigger than I am. So
Yeah, he is.
anyway, if you're gonna do it with Stiles. Thank you guys. See you later.
Yeah, well, Wild Wolf is a shady character, and you can get us on Instagram on Stella and Wild Wolf Down Under, and we're both there. You can see our pictures, and we're dressed as we are, as Stella and Wild Wolf. And we'd like to thank John and Samantha and all our fans. And with the fan mail, yes, you're gonna have to send it through to John Stiles and whatever. But yeah. Thank you very much for having us, and we will keep sending in our videos, and I'm glad that you're enjoying them.
And I'd like to thank John and everybody for sending mail. And I'm ashamed.
We love you, and would love to see you soon.
And-
Bye-bye.
Yes, I come from the docks. So thank you everybody, and hope you enjoyed our video, and everybody have a good time, and see you from Australia.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice work, John.